Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look, Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Better tougher for the snow, we still gon' break bones. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway.
It's Tuesday, so it must be the Panda and Grizzly show. What's up? I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Baron and Grant. How you guys feeling?
Good.
We're good.
Winter break. I'm out of school, and there's one handily.
That's true. And you know what's funny? Because I'm on all these other different shows, right? And I was talking to all these other people, and I'm telling everybody that the Bears are going to win by at least 2 touchdowns. They're like, on my other shows, other people are picking the Browns. Almost everyone else on my other shows pick the Browns. I told you guys are stupid. You're literally stupid. You don't understand what's going to happen. We're literally going to dominate their team. You're like, Shadeur is going to do all this stuff and all this stuff. And I like Shadeur Sanders a lot, right? There's no way
that line's horrible.
There's no way he could do anything when no one's blocking for you.
Yeah.
We know that. Look at Caleb. How many was it? 68 sacks last year?
Yeah.
Is it 23 this year?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, without offensive line, you can't do nothing. So I don't care who you got. You know, they got the best defensive end in the world. That's fine. Myles Garrett could be there all he wants. It does not matter what you're going to do if you can't block for your quarterback. That's why I knew that we were going to destroy this team.
They couldn't run. They couldn't, outside of pretty much Shadeur Sanders making something out of nothing. That's really it.
Exactly. Like, he was the only thing that was there. It didn't matter who was running the ball. It didn't matter what they were doing. If your offensive line can't block, it does not matter. And our offensive line, I'm going to tell you guys, to show you guys, our offensive line dominated that defensive line time after time, running the ball down the throat. DeAndre Swift had a great game, but it's because those offensive linemen are magnificent, and it was great to watch.
Yeah.
What you guys think about the game? What's your first outlook of the game? Your thoughts of the game?
I mean, for what I've seen, it was just it was very cold, as you can see. So Noah, it was cold, but I'm glad they established.
You saw like the cold shock injuries where they get hit. It's like, oh, they feel like their body's dying, and then they see him back like 4 plays later.
It was good to see though. We knew, especially with cold weather, it's going to be a lot of run game heavy. But I was very pleasantly surprised the way Caleb was throwing that ball in the weather. We started off 0 for 3, and then he completed 5 straight passes after that, and then it went on after that. And like I said, the defense played they played lights out, giving up only 3 points. Shadeur just came off a big game against Tennessee. Even though it is Tennessee, he still it is Tennessee, but he still has been showing a lot of progress as a rookie quarterback. We made him look like a rookie. So that was awesome to see that we took advantage of the opportunities that, interceptions, field position, stuff like that. It was good, awesome to see.
Yeah.
100%.
This felt like one of the few times this year we have everyone did their part, and it felt like a team win, a full team victory.
Yeah.
Okay. What up? Jonathan comes and says, "Did y'all like that risky pass for a touchdown, or think it was crazy being up by that much?"
Crazy. I'm happy that you made it, but please don't do this. Do that for my heart. Don't do this for my heart, because that was probably one of the most risky passes he's thrown since heck, even college. That was one of those like, oh, you're throwing across the body 30 yards, triple covered, and you got the touchdown. That's good for a highlight, but that's it. Stop. Don't do it again.
What about you, Grant?
I mean, it was awesome to see in the moment, but like alluding to what Barron's point is, like I said, we can't, especially we're in the playoff race, and luckily the game was out of hand where you could kind of afford to play around like that. But like I said, you don't want to build up those bad habits like that, where in the game down, we need you to, take care of the ball, make the right decision, just throw up a prayer. Unless it's the end of the game, and you kind of have to do that. But like I said, I mean, he has the arm strength, he has the arm talent. And like I said, you gotta let him be him sometimes. But like I said, we just want to limit those to, making better decisions.
Okay. I am when I saw that throw, I was like, don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
Don't ever throw that ball again. But in hindsight, what you have to say is you gotta let him be him, right? You have to let him be great and when he wants to be great. And I think that's the same reason why we lost the Green Bay game, right? That same type of throw. But I can't say he puts the ball in bad places because he only had 6 interceptions the entire season. So he doesn't do that a lot. But if you don't take any risks, there's no reward. And because he's throwing the ball to DJ Moore, I was a little bit more excited because he don't know how to throw the ball to DJ Moore. Maybe he's starting to figure out something. I hope that's the case, that he's figuring out that he can just make every throw. Yes, you can make every throw, but sometimes it's not right to throw the ball.
Yeah.
I think that's what the answer is. Sometimes you should not throw that ball, but, it's one of those, no, yes.
Yeah.
That's what we all said, right?
Mm-hmm. And Ben Johnson alluded to it too in his interview today. He was like, no, yes. And so even Ben Johnson said it, in real time. He saw that he was saying, no, yes. So, like I said, it was good for him to have that confidence to be able to throw the ball in that tight window. But like I said, we just want to make sure we try to limit, especially with the playoffs being on the line.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. It said green goes hard, boys. F Green Bay. That's my first thing. I hate everything about Green Bay.
Yeah.
But I will say this about Green Bay. I was disappointed to see that Michael Parsons tore his ACL. I knew he tore his ACL, and I was I want to beat them at their best.
That's what I was saying. Yes, and that's what I was saying.
Micah. I like him a lot. And, even just because he's going to Green Bay doesn't mean I want to see him injured. I don't want to see him injured. I want to beat him when he's there. So, I will gladly, if we win, I will gladly take the win. It's because he's not there. I will gladly take the win. But I also want to see us beat them at their best. Even though we were also hurt, we also have people that are still going to be out. Kyler Gordon is lost for the season. That's just, what it is. It's Rome Odunze might not be playing again another week. Those things are all true. So, but I didn't want to see him hurt. But so, though I don't like Green Bay, I really, really don't. I would never wish for anyone to get injured.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough. And the thing is that as soon as that injury, you kind of felt their team just deflate. Just that and the Christian Watson injury, you felt this team just deflate.
I didn't think they were going to win anyway.
Yeah, that secondary from Denver was just too much. Surtain, Moss, they had a hell of a game. And I figured that once they buckled down, because obviously it started off bad because Green Bay was going up and down the field like it was nothing. At some point, that defense was going to wake up and start really showing why they're the number 1 seed in the AFC right now defensively, and they showed it in the fourth quarter.
It happened to a lot of teams. It happened to a lot of teams this week. I say he's one of the 5 people in the NFL that throw can be through the wind, to make that throw through the wind 100%. And when we have these arguments, right? I'm always the guy that tells you that Caleb's talent is way beyond anything else, right? Way beyond what everyone else is talking about. I don't think he's there with here yet, but his talent. When we talk about Drake May, who's an MVP candidate, no, Drake May does not have Caleb Williams talent. I don't know if there's 5 quarterbacks that have Caleb Williams talent, arm talent.
Yeah.
I just don't want him I want him to make his layups too.
Yeah.
Do your Steph Curry thing, but Steph Curry is also really good from inside. Make sure you hit your layups. That's why I'm more anything. But I mean, you can't talk about talent. The most talented rookie that's coming out of that draft was Caleb Williams, and it wasn't close.
Yeah.
So he is unbelievable. The way he can spin that ball is crazy. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. You just need to get everything else.
So I think if y'all get the 1 or 2 seed, y'all will have extreme home field advantage because Caleb seems to not have a dip in the play and play in cold weather like other QBs who need a dome, aka golf. Well, as much as I agree with you there, I don't know if I think they have a 14% chance of making the playoffs.
Golf or
Detroit.
You know,
Detroit.
I think
and
they're done.
that
I think
loss
they're done.
against LA was big. They
That's
were
it.
up. They were up in that game.
No, see, understand this.
They were back and forth. It was a back and forth, and then they can't run. They couldn't run. The
That's not a
defense
team
couldn't run
you
with them.
you don't want us to have to beat them to get into the playoffs.
Right.
We
True.
are 2 full games up with them, but they have the tiebreaker, right? But we have the last game of the season. If we win against Green Bay,
And they
That's
lose against Pittsburgh, we're in.
we're in the playoffs 100%. But if we win against Green Bay, no matter what,
We're in.
no matter what, I think that we don't that
The
Detroit
18th
can't
game
beat
doesn't
us.
matter. Doesn't matter.
Detroit doesn't beat us, is what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but if we lose the other 2 games, we can still get out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's why this is such a big game.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
But if we break down the game, I want to talk about our offense. All right, so look at PFF grades. Who do you think were the top 5 graded Bear players in this game?
They're all 5 of the offensive line.
No, DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift was number 3. Yep,
DJ
100%.
Moore.
So DeAndre Swift is number 3 at 82.5. That's a hell of a number.
Caleb
DJ
Williams
Moore?
too. Caleb Williams.
DJ Moore was number 4 with 73.8. You said
Caleb
Caleb
Williams.
Williams was number 2 at 85.1. There's one guy number 1 and one
Birdie.
guy number 5. No.
Damn.
Tooney.
Birdie didn't have that good of a.
It was
Okay.
6. I was just saying 6 receptions for 84 yards.
Yeah, but what did he do all the other times? Did you drop up?
he dropped the
It was
ball.
not
Yeah.
tuning. It was not tuning.
Loveland.
Colston Loveland with an 87.3, making hella blocks. He was making some real solid blocks coming off. He's a real good F, you know. So it looks like both Komet and Colston Loveland are both going to be in this offense and both work really well together.
Yeah.
That sliding across and making those blocks and turning your hips, he's really good at that. He's not. He actually did this one double team block that DeAndre Swift was running to the outside. You saw he did a great job stabbing with his left hand. Because that's what you do. You come in, stab with your left hand, work the double team, turn your hips, and keep your hips straight, and then be able to bounce onto the linebacker to go ahead for the big game. So DeAndre Swift was able to bounce off his block, cut inside, and get a big game because of him.
Yeah.
He's been doing a really good job. The same thing could be said about Cole Kmet. These tight ends have been fire.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
They've
something.
been getting fed. They've been getting fed
They were
too.
getting fed, and I'm glad Brian brought that up because Brian, former tight end himself, tight end school right there. Know how to do the blocks. That tight end school right there.
Oh, it's important because you know what? I'm looking at him and his development. I'm looking at what he's doing. So, like, when you're doing the double team block, first of all, if you take a false step, you're never going to get that guy. He's
Right.
taking the right step and punching was left. It's so good when you see him do that, right?
Yeah.
And you see him keeping his head up while he's still doing this block, allowing the tackle to take over for the block while he could go up to the second level to hit that linebacker and knock it out, creating an alley for the running back. It is fire.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, that's all right. Joshua, not worried about that. But no, honestly, I think that it's amazing seeing what he's doing, and I love when I'm seeing how Colston Loveland. Now Luther Burden had a good game. I mean, I enjoyed seeing him and it seemed like Caleb was comfortable with throwing him the ball, but that's not the thing I really want more than anything. I really want him. Luther Burden could play the same position as Rome Odunze, and that's what's pretty obvious to me. They're the same position, the same player.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The question is, can one of them play what DJ Moore does?
Yeah.
Can they play well together if DJ Moore wasn't there? And this is why I asked these guys off screen, what does this mean? If we go to Green Bay right now, and DJ Moore has another game where he's gets 5-6 catches for
90 yards.
80 yards, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Luther
And
Burden
Luther
gets another
Bird.
6 catches for 85 yards. And the offense runs better together. The ball gets spread out a little bit more. Colston Love gets the ball 4 times. Cole Kmet gets the ball 3 times. Zacchaeus gets the ball 3 times. And it seems like the ball's being spread out more. What does that mean? Doesn't mean anything.
I think now I understand what you were talking about off screen. Now there's more of a balance to the offense because when you had Rome in there, it was all right. He's the number one. We're going to force feed him, kind of force feed him the ball. Forget about everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know how good a Luther Burden could be. We didn't really know how. We knew how DJ Moore is. We knew how he was.
They're
he wasn't
ignoring
getting the
him.
ball. He wasn't getting targeted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then now you're seeing now with Rome being out, the tight ends are getting involved because Caleb knows. Well, my guy's not in here. I gotta spread this ball around. At least a hell for us to have a chance. So he's starting to understand. Like, well, damn, I know Luther Burden can do X, Y, and Z. I'm like, wow, he can do that. Loveland can. He had to drop the ball. Really, rarely drops the ball. Both of them really drop the ball. I mean, Burden had one drop the other day, but they rarely drop the ball. So it's like now I have all these weapons. Now let me start trying to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it's going to be tough once Rome does come back. How is that going to affect everything else? Does it go back to what he was doing before, or is going to be like, okay, you know what, Rome, I love you, but at the same time, we gotta spread this thing around.
The team is better.
Yeah.
When and it has nothing. This has nothing to do about Rome Odunze.
Yeah, I love Rome.
Nothing. I love Rome Odunze. The team is better when Caleb is not focused on number one receiver and he spreads the ball out.
Yeah.
Now that's easy to say because we have the best offensive line in the NFC. Hey, I said it. I mean, I you hear me, Detroit? You hear me, Detroit?
Yeah.
We might have the best offensive line
Yeah.
out of all those teams. You hear me, Philly? You hear me, Philly? We might have the best offensive line in all of the NFC. What you guys think about that?
It's true. Even the left tackle, even though he got beat, he did pretty well. Like
That's Myles Garrett. That's Myles Garrett, though.
Isaac Trapillo still has not given up more than one sack.
Yeah.
It's like the prayers for good offensive line play has been answered. Finally. You know, we always used to talk about, we've been, how many times, even before I got on the show and I watched the show, the sports panel in Chicago, we always say, if we get offensive line. And now it's kind of weird saying that we have an actually competent offensive line. It's weird to say.
And it's weird because, like, even though Ryan Poles does have his moments, turns out that right tackle pick turns out to be not. I don't think he's good, but he's actually competent, more competent than Braxton right now.
That's not pretty good. The question is, do we draft a left tackle next year? Now that's gonna be a hard question.
Be a hard question because.
I don't see one. I don't see one next draft class.
I don't see a huge stop guy. And when we look at Isaac Trapillo is a big man. If he can work on his feet and he can have a full offseason to work at left tackle, maybe
he might be a stud.
You might just leave him there. He's not a left tackle. You need a full year to teach him how to play left tackle.
But he has right now. He has the upper body strength to be a left tackle.
He's strong.
He's strong. He's gonna work on his footwork, and maybe he does get to that point where we're looking at. We have a stud left tackle out there, and then we have a stud offensive line because we already know our left guard and center are fire. Jonah Jackson, as much as he kills me sometimes, he really pisses me off sometimes. When he's double teaming. That's a big man.
You got Darnell Wright, who's probably an all pro.
He's a monster right now. You see the things, even he makes mistakes. He's so strong. He just destroys people. So, like, I love our offensive line. Okay. And Myles Garrett is the best defensive end I've seen, period. He's going to get 25 sacks this year.
Yeah.
He has 21 and a half with 3 games left.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Two next game, 3 next game, probably maybe 2 more after that.
Like
probably like one. He's probably gonna get 1.5 because probably one of them, Josh Allen's gonna just magically get out, but he's gonna get.
Aaron Rodgers, he might get 4. Aaron Rodgers, he might get 4.
Yeah.
So but the fact that the offensive line was able to be as stout as they were against, I mean, we had 28 passes. 28 passes. They did pretty good against the best defensive end. So I was very proud of the team in that. DeAndre Swift had one of his better games that we've seen him have. 18 carries for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Fire. And he was explosive again when he got the ball. It seems like him with Kyle Monangai being there lights a fire under DeAndre Swift. He knows at any point in time he could be sitting on that sideline, because Monangai's in there running between the tackles hard. It means he makes him want to run hard between the tackles. I love seeing it.
But also, you have to give a shout out to Eric Bieniemy because he's turned that whole running back room around. Swift was, Swift was saying this year, is like night and day from last year. I know he had the explosiveness last year, but he didn't. His vision was
He's
kind of
always popping out to the outside. He's always trying to go out.
He's scared, but now he's running
learning
like
to cut back.
He's running in between the tackles, hard, running over. Like I'm like, man, like he like he'll show like here and there, but like his past game against Cleveland, he ran like I don't know if ex-girlfriend was in Cleveland or something like that's how he was running.
Yeah.
What if I told you guys DeAndre Swift has 191 carries this far this season for 935 yards and 7 touchdowns? If you thought that at the beginning of the season that DeAndre Swift will have over 200 carries for over 1,100, 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns, what would you have seen? What would you have said?
He might have done it on another team because we were thinking about trading him. Like get him out of here. Might have done it on another team.
Yeah.
How old do you think DeAndre Swift is?
26, right?
Only 26 years old, guys. We have 2 good years of DeAndre Swift too, and we still have another year on the contract. I don't know if we signed him afterwards. But DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai are a good 1-2 punch, and the Bears had the second best rushing offense in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell me number 1?
Bills.
The Buffalo Bills are number 2. I mean number 1. Who's number 3?
Detroit.
Detroit's number 3.
Yeah.
What do they all have in common? When you have a balanced game, balanced run game, you all of a sudden you have a great offense. When you have for the Bills, you have a running back, you have an all-star running back and a quarterback that loves to run. And then for us and Detroit, we have two running backs that could do it. So that's what you need. You need two people to carry the workload. So to finish up the top 5, number 4 is the Washington Commanders, who they had to run the ball because Jaden Daniels was out, but Jaden Daniels also runs the ball. So Mariota. They don't have a great offense, but I think that's the team that's going to come back. Number 5 is the Baltimore Ravens. So
that's another team that's going to come back too.
Baltimore Ravens, I think, is going to actually win the division still. Mark my words. Mark my words. Okay, so we talked about the good people on offense. Who do you think you had a bad day on offense?
I think Trapillo. Trapillo might be one of the lower ones.
Okay. Ozzie had 49.9. Yes, he did.
I mean, like that's expected because you're facing Myles Garrett. That's expected.
Smythe.
Who else?
Durham Smythe.
Durham Smythe.
Durham Smythe had the worst.
Perennial
30.9.
perennial bottom half. Perennial bottom half.
Who else?
Zacchaeus.
100%. He's number 2, 42.8.
None guy. He dropped.
None guy number 3, 49.1.
Dropped 3 passes.
Exactly. He was in the game. They were throwing him the ball. It's real cold. He's not used to catching that ball like that.
No, he's not used to catching the ball. He's a running.
Hey, just hand me the ball, bro.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're missing one guy, the number 5 guy?
Who, Jonah?
No.
Jonah was on the top 5.
No, Komet, I think.
No. Komet had a great game.
On the offensive end.
Who was on that side? Who's on that side of the ball?
Dalman? Not Dalman.
No, who's on that side of the ball on their team?
Ozzie.
So Ozzie, we already talked about Ozzie's 49.9. He was number 4. Who else is right next to him?
Tooney.
Oh, Mason Graham.
Tooney also could not get.
Oh yeah, Mason Graham.
No, because it wasn't Mason Graham. Graham was on the other side.
It was Myles Garrett. Right?
Myles Garrett was destroying him still because they were trying to do those double team blocks. You can't double team Myles Garrett on the run blocks. So that's kind of what happened. Myles Garrett still is Myles Garrett. He does Myles Garrett things.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. All right, defense. Who's our top 5 defensive players?
DeMarco Jackson.
DeMarco Jackson was number 1. Can anyone guess what his percentage is?
90.2?
93.5. Crazy. Who would you guess was number 2?
TJ Edwards
on his revenge game.
JTS.
JTS
ATS,
90.4 going against his old team. He was a killer that game. He was playing
He was
solid.
around the field. He was around the field.
Yeah.
Number 3. He had a bad 2 weeks, but he bounced back for another good week for us.
CJ Gardner-Johnson.
CJ Gardner-Johnson had a great game for 80.3. He saw what he did. He's in the right place at the right time. All right, number 4. You'll never get this. You'll never get this.
Booker.
Never.
Grady Jarrett.
Nope.
Elijah Hicks.
Nope. You guys, you're sniffing around the right position.
Tyreek Stevenson.
All right. It is what he was saying. Grady Jarrett is Chris Williams plus 77.7.
Yeah, he was getting pressure. He was getting pressure on
a lot of
Shadeur.
pressure. So was Billups.
Billups,
But number 5 was TJ. But TJ was number 5 was 74.6.
Yeah, like
Billups
pass rush worked. Pass rush worked.
It did. It did. When you can get pressure on them with 3, 4, 5, and don't have to throw everyone out there, it helps out. It really does.
Yeah.
All right, I'll finish up real quick and give you the bottom 5. The worst was Kevin Byard was a 46.2. Number 2 was Andrew Billings, which surprised me the hell out of me, a 53.0. Daniel Harding had a 54.8. Noah Sewell had 60.8 because that's where he lives. And Montez Sweat only had 62.2 because he didn't finish. He only had 1 tackle and 2 QB hits, and that hurt him. But he held without a sack really hurts his overall number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of what was going on there. This is a great team win. I mean, we really enjoyed seeing what they did. They came out to play. They said they were going to do this, and they did it. If you guys give one MVP on each side of the ball, who would it be?
DeMarco Jackson on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, DeMarco Jackson. And I would say Swift. Swift, I'll probably give it to him because he had pretty much a 100-yard game.
I'll probably give it to DJ because there was a lot of talk during the week that DJ has been a shell of himself.
Mm-hmm. He's the same player he was playing all the time.
Right. You know what I mean? And I think that game kind of shut a lot of people up saying, he's Caleb just not seeing him. So I think I'll give it to DJ. Even though Swift had an awesome game, but DJ had 2 touchdowns and he was more involved in the offense.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna go Colston Loveland because I just love what he's doing. I thought his blocking, his catching, even that rush, even he could turn it up a little earlier. If Cole Kmet makes that block, he gets a rushing touchdown. I promise you that. Cole Kmet, he should have hit that block. It was terrible. So I'm gonna go Colston Loveland as my first team all offense, and then for defense. I don't know if I could go to probably JTS. I feel like that him return game, come back to Cleveland, who just traded you. You're having a pretty decent season opposite Myles Garrett. They traded you because they thought he's not worth it. Being able to return and the game that you played, I love it. I love what you're able to do. I love what you did. So I'm gonna go JTS.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's put that up. Put it in the bad box. Put it away for later. It's over there. We're done. We beat Cleveland. We thought we should beat Cleveland. We did. The Bears are now 10-4. We're a 10-win team with 3 games left. We're 5-1 at home. That's pretty good. And guess who comes into town now?
Green Bay. Fresh off a loss.
Yeah.
Fresh off a loss. I told you how sad I hear my Micah tearing his ACL. But fresh off Micah being torn to ACL, fresh off having Christian Watson have the shoulder injury, have Zach Tom, Evan Williams out for a lot of that game.
Didn't Quay Walker leave that game too?
Yeah, Quay Walker. Ooh.
So I'm just saying, but I think all these guys could all still play.
Yeah.
But Zach Tom being out is interesting
because that's the left tackle.
Well, he's the right tackle, really, isn't it? Isn't Zach Tom the right tackle? He'll be going against Montez Sweat. So that's interesting. So him being out is interesting. Evan Williams might be interesting. I don't know if they're all going to play. There's a lot of guys on their injury list, but you're coming with a short week. The Bears have to dominate the Green Bay Packers. This is what you come here for. You remember what they did that last game, right? where we should have won that game. Remember how we played. We should have ran the damn ball. Hopefully we remember this week.
They're even weaker. They're even weaker.
They can't stop us from running.
And they're weaker now. They're even weaker.
And Parsons didn't play the run well. That's been a knock on him since Dallas. But now he's gone.
The thing is, he helped with the run game because all the other guys could focus on just pure run, protect the run.
Yep. So
now they have pass rush.
We have to hit them where they hurt the most, in between the tackles. We have to run the damn ball. Caleb has to, take advantage of situations we can, throw the ball to the open guy, not just trying to look for someone in particular. We have to defend our home field advantage. Let's go. I need us to beat the Green Bay Packers. True Pilgrims in the building. See you here. Bear down. Dude, I'm telling you, we have to win this game. We have to run the ball. We have to dominate to show them what's going on. If you really want to be the cream of the crop in the NFC, you have to beat your rival. That has happened this week.
And you let that last game slip away. Don't let that slip away. Just continue what you did in the second half. Just start pounding him.
Run the damn ball. Run. What are your thoughts on this game against Green Bay?
It's the biggest. I mean, I know they're going to kind of inside the building. They're going to tell us the press. It's just another game. It's the next game, but this is the biggest game of the season. We owe them. I think it's the biggest game of the season right here.
You think that's what Ben Johnson's going to say? It's just
no. They asked him today. They was like, "What do you think?" And he was like, "They know what's at stake. They know what's going on. There's no need to really express." I'm talking what they're going to tell the press. I know inside the building that they know this is probably the biggest.
I think they don't tell the press. We hate Green Bay.
No, of course
we want to beat them.
Yeah,
we want to destroy this team. We want to kick them while they're down, kick them while they're up. We want to kick them, trip them, whatever we got to do.
Yeah. DeMarco Jackson, who got the game ball, he said that they got to get back. You got to get the get back. He said after this, like you just did, throw it away. We're on a Green Bay. This is a huge game. The game ain't been this big since 2018 when we won a division on our home field. That's how big this game is. So, yeah. I mean, I would love for us to bring rally towels out. But I know they're probably not going to do it. But like I said, it's Saturday night.
Everyone going to have a F Green Bay towel there. Everyone will be wearing T-shirts. F Green Bay. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, you're going to see that. That's no doubt in my mind.
It's going to be 40 degrees, so it's going to be pretty decent weather for a December game. So, like I said, it's going to be lights are going to be on. You're going to have Brady and Burkett on the call again. So I'm looking forward to it. This is a really big game.
Dude, we are 4 days away for this game on Saturday, 7:20 p.m. against Green Bay. At home to take their heart out. The 10-4 Bears going against the 9-4-1 Green Bay Packers. We need to put our foot on their necks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once we do this, can you imagine this? We walk out of that game, we're 11-4, they're 9-5-1. We're a full game and a half in front of them.
One win or one loss for them could be in the end, and one win from us could be in the end.
It's time to do this, guys. We have to make this happen. We need to be the ones ending their season. We need to start reversing everything that everyone thinks about Green Bay. We need to start putting it in your mind that Chicago's here to stay. We have everybody we need. We have the team around, and we're going to run it down your throats. Yeah. The defense better show up. I don't care. I hope Christian Watson plays, and I hope we knock him back out. I hope he has another hamstring injury because that's once again. I don't hope for injury, but for pain, I'm okay with.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
That's the way to say that.
Hey, now a hamstring, man. You be having a hamstring injury all the time. I don't care about that. Whatever. This is the game of the week. Do you guys believe this is the game of the week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
This game of the week.
This is the game of the week.
This and the Rams Seahawks game. Those are the game of the week. Those decide.
Can the Rams Seahawks game really hold a candle to us?
No.
With how the Seahawks playing,
it doesn't matter. This is Green Bay, Bears, Green Bay.
Yeah, it doesn't. Both the teams are winning, so now it brings an extra juice. Especially the Bear fans haven't felt this way. We always hate Green Bay, but now that we're winning, it's just something extra towards the rivalry here. This is a huge game, and I know people are going to be talking about it, especially after the way we lost the last time. we should have won that game. It's going to be it's time to, like Brian said, it's time. If you wanna take over the throne again, this is the time right now to do it.
Okay. What do you think the betting line is going to be for this game?
I think it was
Right,
Green Bay.
Originally Green Bay, but I think the cooler heads will prevail and will probably be like even.
I think it was Green Bay. They had a 59% chance of winning. They had them.
So under Vegas odds, I believe Green Bay is a 2.5 point favorite at home for us. That's it. Very disrespectful for us.
Yeah.
At home, 2.5 point favorite.
With no Michael Parsons. With no Michael Parsons.
That's a slap in our face, man. Slap in our face.
You need to take that too. You need to think about that. Wow, they're still saying we still can't beat this team no matter what's going on. Even at home, even with the guy, even at the game we just played in December 7th. We need them. We need the fans to show up. We need to be screaming on Saturday night. We need to be ready for anything that comes up. And if we start to win, we need to rally. We need to push our team and really let them understand this atmosphere here is second to none. We're not going to listen to anything else. And I think we need to run down their throats. We cannot let them have any air to breathe.
Yeah.
Now, what do you guys expect to happen during this game?
I think it'll be another nail biter. Another nail
biter, but this time we'll be tied, and then we'll do what we should have done the first time and ran it down their throats, and then we'll win by 31-24. Bears.
Okay. All right. What about you, Grant?
Along the same lines as Barron, I think I will go probably 27-24 Bears. I think it'll be a kind of a shootout first half. Kind of slows down the third quarter, and then becomes a little bit of a shootout in the fourth quarter. I think it comes down to a Cairo Santos field goal to win it.
I'm going to have. I'm going to say the Bears win the game, 31-21. 31-21 Bears, and I'm going to say this.
You're going to prop. Is Christian Watson going out the game?
No, I think he stays in the game. But what I really think is going to happen is that you're going to see the Bears go to a lead, have a lead, maybe 24-17, or 24-18 late. All right. And the Bears go down, score a touchdown. Then Green Bay has the ball. They're trying to drive down. All of a sudden, the ball gets tipped in the air, and Jalen Johnson comes and gets the interception, or it's Byard gets the interception, and we start running back and we take a knee and we win the game off an interception. I'm going to say Jordan Love throws an interception to lose in the game, and we win by 10.
That'd be nice. That'd be a good sight to see.
Yeah, I really truly believe it. I think that we're a better team than them. Especially with that, but you have to be careful about wounded animals.
Yeah,
they just lost their best defensive player.
They need it. They need this.
They need this win. We have not beat them, but we won last year, right? We should have won this year. We need to start turning the tide, and it starts this week.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's run the ball down their throat. Let's stop them, Josh Jacobs, from running the ball. Let's stomp on their line. We need to beat this damn team.
Yes.
Is there anything you guys want to look out for with this game?
Look out for Matthew Golden. It might be a shot. This might be a shot. Prove that he's worthy of that first round pick.
Penalties. And what I mean by penalties is there was a lot of trash talking the last game. I'm going to be looking out for a lot of rivalry games get very chippy. Is there going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct 15-yard penalty that's going to hurt one of the teams? So I'm looking for that. Which team can stay more disciplined? Because obviously this is a big rivalry. Are people going to be getting under people's skin, stuff like that? A lot of chirping, a lot back and forth. I want to see, can we stay disciplined enough to be able to overcome, if we do have penalties, overcome those penalties and still win the game. Like I said, we don't want to put it in the refs' hands. We want to take it, just cut their hearts out, and just beat them. But like I said, I think penalties going to play a big part in this game.
I think The biggest part of it is going to be our defensive backs. I still think Jordan Love's a really good quarterback.
Yeah,
you guys
he's
remember?
good.
I think he's better than Caleb right now. I think Caleb's more talented. I still think right now
Yeah,
he's better than Caleb.
you could definitely tell he's more used
more
to it.
accurate. He has experience. They broke him down. They built him back up. I think right now I think Big Caleb can overtake him, but until I see it, I can't say that's what's going to happen. I think Jordan Love is the key. Can you stop? Jordan Love had touchdown passes of 45, 41, and 23 yards last game.
Yeah.
That's the difference in the damn game. Is that you could not communicate with the receivers or with the defensive backs when the receivers are coming off one-on-one across the field. You could not communicate.
Crossers.
What happens when you're doing it again? Is TJ Edwards going to matter that much? I don't know. You know, what's going to happen that Kyler Gordon is not there again? Does Tyreek Stevenson matter that much? I don't know what's going to happen with these things. Can you communicate well enough to stop this man for throwing those deep passes? That's what's going to really matter, and that's what's going to really describe this game and what's going to happen to this game.
Yeah.
All right, we got Sayo Crusader. So I'm a Packer fan. Y'all just popped up, but this game should be yours if you guys are disciplined. We are so banged up, and y'all at home. I agree. That's how it should be, but we have to stop Jordan Love. We have to make sure Josh Jacobs doesn't run wild, and you have to respect. You can hate a team, right? But you better respect them. You better.
There's reason why they're your rival. There's reason why they're the rival.
Well, we need to earn that again, guys.
Yeah.
I mean this for the bottom of my heart. We need to earn being their rival.
Yeah.
They whooped us for the last 20 years. Whooped. Yeah. We were way ahead in the series. We let them take the lead.
Yeah.
We need to take that back.
Yeah.
We start Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter if I like Green Bay. I know who they are. You know, and you know what? When you have a bully in the division, you know what you got to go do?
Bully the bully.
You gotta hit him in the mouth, man. You gotta hit him in the mouth, and you gotta go bully him. So we need to run down his throat. We need to make sure they remember when they played us at home. So I'm hoping that we have a great game. I'm hoping that everything works out, but it's really up to the team.
Mm-hmm. They're going to attack CJ Gardner-Johnson. They saw what they did.
He's slow.
They're going to attack him. So, like I said, I think it'll be better now because we know Kyler Gordon is out. Because I know it was kind of a short notice and warm-ups, some freak accident, all that type of stuff. But I think they're going to try to exploit, especially if Christian Watson plays. 100%. Or they put Matthew Gordon or any of those guys. Golden. I'm sorry. Golden. They're going to try to exploit.
Make him run.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah. And CJ wants to support. He wants to play, ball hawk in the middle of the field, along with Kevin Byard. We're gonna need. They have speed, straight up speed. We have to stop that.
Yeah.
But if not now, then when? We need to go ahead, take Green Bay out this week. And you know what? It's funny though. I believe all the stuff I just said. I told you the score. I think we're gonna play them again.
In the play, I can see it.
2v7.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be the first round. It could be in the second round. This team is not, not the worst team in the world. Like I really think they could beat someone. If they, what if they go against
Philly?
Well, no, not Philly. Not even Philly.
They could go against the
Bucks. Or they
go against Buffalo, the Bucks, or the Panthers. Whoever wins that division. What if they go against them?
The Southern divisions.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think we're playing off. They're playing awful right now. Buccaneers are playing awful.
We're going to play. We're going to play this team again. So we need to go win this Saturday. We need to have home field advantage, and then play them again in the playoffs and beat them. That's what we really need. It starts this Saturday. I can't wait to see it. Bear down. Let's go.
Bear down.
Yeah. You guys got anything else tonight?
Nah, man. I'm just looking forward to Saturday, man. It's gonna be here before you know it. Short week. It's gonna be interesting. I'm ready. Like I said, I'm ready to sit back and watch it and enjoy the show, man. Hopefully, the Bear win.
Go Bears. Go win the division.
Yeah.
Go beat the Green Bay Packers. Let's go see Detroit lose, and we walk out for division champions.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Until later. So for the rest of this week, guys, we got Dynasty Pylon tomorrow. I'll be on there with Martin and Mark and Alec. Then on Sunday, we'll have the morning spike. But for Saturday, bear down, watch our team, and we'll be back here on Tuesday singing the praises of our Chicago Bears. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Let's go. See you guys same time next week. See you on Tuesday.
See you guys on Tuesday. Bear down.
Peace.
Yeah.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so